Welcome to Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Kush, along with my barback Kyle. Not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. All right, everybody, welcome to Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. I, myself, am Dr. Kush. The stars have aligned for us today. I did not think it would be possible. I did not think that an internet show about making cocktails could fall with such numerology, could experience such crazy numerology as we did when I was deciding what to do for this show. I thought, well, obviously we have done a 420 show before. I got uncomfortably high on the internet from drinking weed laced things. I thought, okay, well, we could do that again. Maybe we will do that again. I don't know. We're middle of spring, all kinds of spring things. We are 1 week away from the Arizona Tiki Oasis, where I will be hanging out with some of my very good friends here from Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. I thought maybe we could do like some pre-gaming stuff. And then I looked at my subscribers and I saw that my subscriber number was 1969. And I thought, ooh, that's a fun number. And then I remembered that the show will be on 420. So 420, 69. It's a meme. It's a whole meme situation. So what we have done, and let me give you the theory of what my show is tonight. I have taken some of the internet's most famous and infamous cocktails, and I'm going to put it up to you guys to see which ones you want to see made and have me drink today. Now, there is a mixture of all kinds of different cocktails. There are some delicious cocktails. In fact, one of them is one of my favorite cocktails. You guys can pick that one if you want. If you want to see me drink one of my favorite cocktails, if that's something that you get some sort of kink, some sort of kick out of that, hey, great. There's also some disgusting cocktails on there. And if what you want to see is me drinking some of the internet's most disgusting cocktails, well, hey, that's your prerogative. We're going to be making 3 cocktails today, no matter what. But I'm going to put them up to you guys. So if you want to go ahead and pop on in to the description down here underneath where this video is and vote. You guys can start throwing your votes up here. What cocktail do you want to see first? Let me first of all, let me say hello to the people and then we'll go there. But now that you guys can see sort of what's going on, out of the 5 cocktails I have in there, some of them had tuna juice in them. Some of them have delicious sparkling wine in them. You guys get to decide what you want to see me drink tonight. So that is the meme of this. That's what we're doing. So let me say hello over here to April DuBois. I know earlier I saw that somebody else was earlier, but I got a late start today. So April is the first person here at the bar. Congratulations on being the most first person here. April DuBois, cheers to you. Maybe Scott is in here somewhere. I don't see him yet, but we will look for him. And if not, girls' night in. That's what we want. Shawnee Panabaker. Sorry, Sean. Let me see. Clearly, Shawnee Panabaker needs to read the actual name. Yeah, listen. I see. April has a pink icon. Amy has a pink icon. Susan has a pink icon. It's tough to decide sometimes. Debbie has a green icon. There are a couple other green icons running around here. Sometimes it is tough. We make snap decisions. Don't worry about it. We've all made that. We've all had that issue there. Here is my goodness, the very close to retirement Tiki Tom. We will be hosting a Tiki Tom retirement party here at Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. Tiki Tom, please remind Kyle of the day of that because I completely forget what day we said we were doing that, and I am very excited about it. Here is DC Debbie Clark, winner of the 2023 Kush Tucky Derby. We thought that this would never end. We thought her reign would never end. Coming to an end here soon. We will be doing the Kush Tucky Derby here May 11th. May 11th. We will be racing the horses. We will be making Derby drinks. And we will crown a new winner of the Kush Tucky Derby. Big days. Those are big, big days. Moose is here. Where did I see Moose? Moose is somewhere. Moose. I think Moose has a new sound effect. It's in their animals. Moose. Good to see you. Here is Stephanie husband ready to go. Hey, here's me. Got a late start. Jay Carter, party starter, is ready to be here, and party is ready to start now. I didn't know if it was ready to start, but now it turns out it is. Godzilla the Hun, hello to you. Godzilla the Hun, of course, the most sensible of all of us. That's the title that he wears. Paul is rooting for the Lakers. I'm not interested in basketball after today. I didn't like that the Timberwolves beat my Suns. Hurt my heart, hurt my soul. Cried a little bit. Hey, Jay. Okay. Speed reading is apparently not my strong suit. Do not worry about that. Just speed watch. See if you can watch this show slightly faster than I can do it. That would be some sort of a weird miracle. We are doing meme cocktails. We are doing, what does that mean? I might be the wrong person to ask. I don't really know what it is. What I wanted to do was search the internet. What I did was I went to a number of sites. I'm basically a site aggregator today. I went to sites like Reddit. I went to sites like mostly Reddit. I just mostly went to Reddit, but I went to a bunch of subreddits amongst Reddit, and I put in most popular cocktail Reddit. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Yes, just in case we decide we're going to make one of them, Kyle had to make me some of his very famous espresso. I went on to a bunch of these Reddits, these subreddits, and I said, what's the most popular cocktail we're making here? What's the thing that everybody likes? What's the meme cocktail? And some of them gave great answers. Some of them gave horrendous, disgusting answers. There's a cocktail that we're not doing today called the Smoker's Cough, which is equal parts mayonnaise and Jaeger. We're not doing that. We are not going to be doing that. But I am offering you guys the Tuna Juice option. So it's up to you guys. I need you guys to go down there. Let me read out the options for this. So we have the Carajillo. Now, this one sounds interesting to me. I know that one of the most famous cocktails going right now is, of course, the espresso martini, but the Carajillo seems to be a lot of people's answer to the espresso martini. I think that sounds very nice. We'll see if that goes. Now, there's this next one, the Snowball. The Snowball is from the Savoy, but so it predates meme culture by about close to 100 years. But it does sound horrible. It sounds like at this point Harry Craddock was just making fun of all of us. So if you guys want to see what a snowball, maybe the snowball sort of comes together, does all the good stuff. Next thing we have is the Negroni Sabagliato. It means the broken or the mistaken Negroni. It became a huge meme at one point when the Game of Thrones prequel, The House of the Dragons, when those two actresses decided to talk about it. Then we have a drink called the Kalimixto. Very simple. Equal parts red wine and Coca-Cola. I have never had one, and I am not really interested in it. But if you guys would like to see a Kalimixto mix tonight, you let me know. And then the last one is the hot Mexican hooker. It is 1 ounce of tequila, 1 ounce of tuna juice, and a little bit of hot sauce. So let me see. Paul says the only one that he would drink is the Negroni Sabagliato. That makes sense. Butopia asks, what makes it famous? What makes any of these drinks famous? Well, they all are made famous for a different reason. So whichever one you guys pick, that's the one we will make. So I guess, what now? I can't believe we're not doing the French blonde. I don't know what the French blonde is. Maybe if I have this stuff, we'll make it. All right, well, Paul is saying that the Negroni Sabagliato, that's the first vote. And I think that's a good place to start. Let's make a cocktail called the Negroni Sabagliato. The Negroni Sabagliato. The Negroni became famous a long, long time ago. It was created by a guy named Count Camillo Negroni. He was obsessed with sort of American things, American culture, mostly cowboys. And he left Italy to head over to California, where he became a rodeo clown. Got sort of pulled back to our place called to Italy, and decided that he was sick of having drinks called the Americano. He had already tasted all of that delicious cocktail culture that we had here in the United States, and he didn't want to just be putting soda water into his drink, so he replaced soda water with gin. The Negroni was born. Well, that is fine. We can stop right there if we want to talk about the Negroni, but we want to talk instead about the Negroni Sabagliato. This thing takes that gin right back out, rips it right back out, and instead of soda water, we're going to be putting in some sparkling white wine. It became famous in a meme with the two actresses from Game of Thrones, the House of the Dragons situation. They were having an interview. They were talking to each other, and one of them says, "What do you drink?" And the other one says, and I think I can do it almost exactly. She goes, a Negroni, and the other one says, "Oh, lovely," and she goes, "Sbagliato." She goes, "Ooh, with prosecco." "Oh, lovely." I think I did that justice. Anyway, after that, apparently now everybody in the world, even though I had been preaching, I had put this cocktail on so many menus that I had created. I love this cocktail. Suddenly, it became a thing, and I was very excited, but obviously, I wish that I had the pull that these women have. I do not. I was never on Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. I tried. I auditioned. Let's make this cocktail. Now, you can make this in one of these if you want. I do think that this drink is probably a little better to be made in glass. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it in glass. This is the glass we're going to make it in. We're going to spin it. Kind of looks like a dragon. We're going to build this right in here. It is going to be the same basic idea as a Negroni, but we're going to be adding new fun stuff to it. So let's reach over here. If we're going to be doing Negroni, of course, we got to start off with our friend Campari. This is Campari. It is an Italian Amaro. Technically, you don't really need to say an Italian Amaro, and here I am doing it. You don't need to say it, but you certainly can. It is made of mysteries. It is made of bitter unicorn tears. It is made of bitter, just like fragments of clouds that has fallen to the earth. What exactly goes into Campari? Very, very few people know exactly. They probably don't tell you right there on the back. No, they certainly don't. I'll just show you. They don't say anything about what goes onto it in the back, but it's a very bitter Italian liqueur. It got some sweetness to it. Very famous in drinks like Underground. Let's go ahead and put in. You want to do equal parts of these first ones. So find an equal parts that will satiate you. If you have a little thirst, then do a little drink. If you got a big thirst, much bigger drink. I like to put it in at 3/4 of an ounce. So go ahead and put in 3/4 of an ounce of some Campari or an equal red Italian Amaro. Looking great. What a great pour that was. Pull this off to the side. Now, this is in cocktail building. This is what is known as the bitter part of it. Obviously, Amaro means bitter. This would be the bitter part. We need to sweeten this bad boy up a little bit, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll reach into our refrigerator and grab us some sweet Italian vermouth. This is an Italian vermouth. This is called Carpano Antiqua, but you can use any red vermouth you want in this. Don't worry too much about the red vermouth you put in here, but you want to equal whatever your Campari was. So 3/4 of an ounce of some Italian vermouth. The more I think about how this class is structured, the more I think we're probably going to make all of these, which bums me out a little bit. Okay. I'll give that a little spin here. Now, we do want to add our ice early in this. We won't be shaking this, so we are going to add our ice a little early. Got one large piece of ice ready to go. Throw this guy right in here. Oh, it's not going to fit, but it will. It will eventually. It'll sort of, there we go. It'll get in there. We want to put our ice in here early for 2 reasons. Now, let me tell you what those 2 reasons are. There's probably a few other reasons that you can put it in here early. These are the 2 reasons I think. First of all, volume. You're going to have to know how much sparkling white wine are you going to be putting into this. And if you put in your sparkling white wine and then you put in your ice afterwards, you're going to run out of space, or you're going to look like a fool. You're going to look like a Scrooge, an old McDuck yourself. You're going to look foolish because there's no way that you're going to be able to guess exactly how much to put in here and the volume of the ice. So that's one reason. The other reason is something that I don't talk about all that often anymore. I feel like I have exhausted it. But I do think it's important to know why we will put in our ice normally after we've poured our cocktail. Normally, you pour the cocktail into the cocktail, and then you pour the ice, put the ice in afterwards. That's normally how you do it. How come? Motion. What? Motion? Yes, motion. The motion creates friction, creates heat, right? So anything that's like, anytime you're trying to like slow something down, you know, like if you were to get under your car after you put on the brakes and you were to grab that, the braking column. I don't know anything about cars. Literally know nothing about cars. So I don't know why I picked this one, but let's just go with it. You grab that braking column and now your hands are so hot because of all that, the friction it took to really slow down that car with the anti-lock brakes. Brum, 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 brum. You know, that whole thing, and your hands get hot. That's what's happening here. The motion of this falling over that ice is going to start to melt the ice. Normally, we don't want that. In this cocktail, we do, because we're not going to be shaking this cocktail. So we do need to add a little bit of water. That is going to come in the form of 1 large ice cube. And then go from there. Tom is asking all the right questions. He's asking at least one of the right questions. Is it wrong to build a Negroni in a mixing glass? No. A Negroni, Tom, a Negroni should always be built in a mixing glass. Absolutely. Then you can add your ice the correct way. With this cocktail, let me just say, it's silly to put 2 ingredients into a mixing glass and give them a stir. It's silly. It seems like a waste of time. It seems like you're dirtying a glass for no reason. Once you put that 3rd one in there, okay, now we're talking. Why does that 1 extra ingredient change the whole thing? I don't know. Don't ask me. But because we only have 2 ingredients in this thus far, and we can't really stir with the champagne without getting those bubbles out, then we don't build this one in a mixing glass. But every other type of Negroni, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think that a Negroni is or do you guys think a Boulevardier is a Negroni? I have to know. This is what we got right here. Yes, thank you, Godzilla. The okayest champagne. Oh gosh. I have a feeling I have lost another potential sponsor. But this is, of course, Cook's, the okayest champagne. Technically a champagne, technically a California champagne. That is what we want. We want a sparkling white wine, something like Cook's, right here. This is what we're looking for. Oh, that's a little out of focus. Kyle will come in and focus that at some point. This is California champagne. Champagne is just a type of grape. They grow them in California. They grow them a lot of times in Napa and in one of the only southern-facing wine regions in the whole world, Santa Barbara. Great place. We're going to put in about, now be generous with this. Don't hold back, folks. About 2 ounces of some of this California champagne. Oh, here comes DP Kyle. Okay, now Kyle, you're gonna have to pop on over this way. So I'm gonna put it on this, and then I just want you to focus that ring until you can see Cook's doing real good. See that? Now he's gonna come out of focus. Ooh, pretty good. Kyle really pulling. It's called racking focus. Kyle is doing right now. Yeah. Oh, look at that. With ease. Buddy, you nailed it. Good work. Kyle, the focus king. Ta-da! You guys can't see that. That was not for you, apparently. It was just for me. Kyle's doing a little dance. He's doing his little happy Kyle dance. Okay, this is fun. Paul has blessed us with a little bit of information. Love a little bit of information. Although the exact formula is top secret, Campari's flavor is rife with intense orange peels, rhubarb, and bark. Historically, Campari got its deep red hue from carmine dye. What? What? What is carmine dye? I don't know. I don't know. This is a grapefruit. We think this is some sort of large sour fruit. It is important for this cocktail, though. You do want a large sour fruit, not a lemon. You can do a lemon, fine. If you are, let's say you're in the woods, you're in the middle of the woods, and you've been out there for 3 days, and you come across a bottle of Campari, some sweet vermouth that's been sort of chilling in a stream, and then a bottle of California champagne. Even though you're in the woods, you're like, okay, fine, I guess some California champagne. And the only other thing that you come across at that point is a lemon. You can use the lemon in that case. Otherwise, why not? Do the right one. Get yourself a gargantuan grapefruit. And we just need to peel. So go ahead and just peel this gargantuan grapefruit. We like to put the cocktail right here, and we want to, as we're peeling this thing, we want all those juices to fly, or all those oils to fly off. This is not an ideal version of a grapefruit. Let's see if we can't go this way. Oh, it's not gonna work either. Okay, we're abandoning that. One of the best things you can learn in your life is improv, not the yes and with like 4 of your buddies on a team called Victory Lap. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like, listen, that didn't work, so now we have to improvise something else. We're gonna grab this instead. We're going to just sort of pop up here, and we are going to, on top of our drink, start to cut a large swath of grapefruit over on top of our drink. Because as we cut, all of those oils are going to fall into the drink. We want those oils in that drink, no doubt about it. Then we're going to get this, let's put this away. We're going to get this right over here, and we're just going to give this a nice, easy, two-handy squeezy right there, like this. And then we're going to take this guy right here, and we're just going to rim this glass. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Look at that. Looking good. Now, I like to then take this little guy and give this a stir. With the grapefruit, get some of that stuff up here. Oh, yeah. See now? Look, it's all red up there. That's what we want. Give it a little agitation and drop it in there. That, my friends, the Negroni Sabagliato. Let me do an alternative real quick. Let me see if this one's any good for this. We have time. I'm really going to try and avoid to get some of these cocktails. There we go. We're going to take our channel knife right here. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to really dig into it. Nope. We're going to stop that right now because this grapefruit is a garbage grapefruit for getting this stuff. So that, my friends, that is the Negroni. Negroni Sabagliato. Non fa niente bene, c'è perfetto, c'è molto squisito. Non fa niente. Looks overripe, Doc. Yes, it is an overripe thing. It's been sitting on my, I forget, this was the runt of the litter, surprisingly enough. So we lost it. Bonbon. Hello, Bonbon. I am very excited. I get to see Bonbon on Thursday. We're having a big meeting of Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks people at in Arizona. So very excited about that. Tiki Tom says, I have all the stuff to make the Snowball, so I want to know what Kush thinks about the way that one tastes. All right, well, I guess that's a vote for a Snowball. I did see earlier that our friend, I haven't drank this one, give me 1 second. Oh, let me say hello to Scott DuBois. He is here. Well, do we have some scores here? Let me see real quick. Tom votes Snowball. Steph and Michael votes Carajillo and the hot hooker you wrote. Yeah. So Kyle calls it the hot hooker. Well, okay. Oh, you want these back? Oh, you want this drink? Yes, I know. Kyle loves Campari. Give me 1 second to just let me drink it. I'll give it to Kyle. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. The you got that? Got a hold of it? Okay. Thank you, Kyle, for taking notes. Yeah. That drink improves greatly when you are able to use a grapefruit versus a lemon. Yes, the pith. The pith. The grapefruit pith. That's what you're looking for. So I recommend that you try and find yourself a grapefruit. It's a great cocktail. It really don't at this point don't be embarrassed to go into a cocktail lounge, like a upscale cocktail lounge, and order a Negroni Sabagliato. Good news. There's some good news, bad news. Good news. Let's do bad news first. Bad news. It was a meme cocktail. It was a cocktail that just sort of like spread like wildfire. Even people that didn't know anything about it. It's just like it's sort of like your favorite band suddenly gets discovered by the worst kind of people. Like, you're sitting there, you're listening to like the Decemberists, like me and DC Debbie Clark. We're just like sitting there listening to Decemberists, and then suddenly, like, I don't know, lawyers, just every lawyer in the world is like, I have dentists. It's what happened. It's like what happened with REO Speedwagon. Suddenly, dentists love REO Speedwagon. I like REO Speedwagon too, but now I got to hang out with a bunch of dentists. I'm listening to the Decemberists, and now it's nothing but lawyers. I'm just hanging out with lawyers. It's no good. The good news about it, though, is that of course now everybody knows how to make it. So it's very, very simple to make, and it's a delicious cocktail. So don't worry about ordering that one somewhere. Do look for grapefruits, though. Oh, we're getting a glove. Yes, that is a glove. We know the scale. It's glove, galite, gahate. Okay. All right. I'm going to put it up to the rest of you guys. The ones that are up for voting right now are the Carajillo, the Hot Hooker, or the Snowball. But Kyle says his tongue is numb. That shouldn't happen. That should happen a little bit. Do you guys want to see? I think we will. You know what? We made a great one. The other two are very quick. Let's do the Snowball. Tom has all the ingredients. I say we make the Snowball. So we'll make the Snowball first, and then we'll probably get into the Hot Hooker. Yuck. Kyle, just for the Hot Hooker, I will need you to bring me some tuna juice. Not ideal. Not an ideal situation I put myself in. But, okay, this next cocktail that we are making is called the Snowball. Within the book called the Savoy Cocktail Book, let me bring it out. I'll just show you. I just happen to have it right here. In this book right here called the Savoy Cocktail Book by a guy named Harry Craddock of the Savoy Hotel. We've all seen this book before. This is kind of a compendium of all kinds of just cocktails. Basically, Harry Craddock, the writer of this book, was the head bartender at a bar called the Savoy. Called the Savoy. And in order to be a bartender at the Savoy, he had to know about a lot of drinks. A lot of people from a lot of places were coming to the Savoy to learn about a lot of drinks. So he had to we called them pocket cocktails, where I knew is cocktails that you can pull out at the at any moment. Can you make me a Papa Doble? I can make you. I was at a bar the other day. I asked for a Papa Doble. The bartender brought it right up. Awesome. That's awesome. That's a very impressive skill. Well, in order for that to happen, people like Harry Craddock had to write down all of these cocktails. He did not create all of these cocktails, but he did have to write them down, and he put them into this book. Now, I have a feeling that when he made this was an early example of a meme. Now, why would I say that? Let me read you the ingredients, and then we will make the cocktail. But I also want to say that very rarely in this book, there is, sporadically in this book, there is red writing. It's kind of like the author's notes on the cocktail. It's the author's notes. Basically, it's Harry Craddock telling us what's going on in the cocktail. Let me just find you another example of it. On the Savoy Tango cocktail, this cocktail is a very favorite at the Savoy Hotel London, where it was invented. Okay, That's the author's notes on that one. Then we have to go like a bunch of pages. The raspberry cocktail. This is a very refreshing summer cocktail. That's the note. It's a kind of a fun little note. Okay, telling us what it is. Let's just find one more so you guys. I just want you guys to know that I'm not joking around with this. There aren't a lot of these. So I have to. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is the French 75 cocktail. It says the red writing says hits with remarkable precision. That's it. That's what it says. That's the author's note. This one, I'll read you the ingredients. It is 1/6 creme de violette. We're going to be using, creme de violette. 1/6 creme de violette, 1/6 creme de menthe, 1/6 anisette. We're going to be using some absinthe. 1/6 sweet cream, which is just heavy cream, heavy whipping cream. And then 1/3 dry gin, shake well and strain into a cocktail glass. The red writing on this one says, I don't know if you guys can read that. But maybe we'll go up to this one. It says, this is woman's work. What? It's like he's like, this is a nice refreshing drink. Oh, this drink named after a gun hits with precision. This one, the Snowball, this is woman's work. Harry Craddock, I think, would have done very well on the internet today. I think he would have found he would have absolutely found a community. I don't think it would have been a good community for him. I don't think that would have helped him out. I think he would have learned some bad things from that community, but this is apparently woman's work. So I don't know what it means, but it seems like a meme from a past time. It seems like a joke that maybe I don't understand, or the problem with it is I do understand it and I don't care for it. So we're going to go ahead and make this one. We're going to make it in this glass right here. It is a bunch. This is, I think I might just give this one this award right now. This cocktail has the biggest flavors of any cocktail I've ever read about. You're talking menthe. You're talking violette. You're talking absinthe. Then you're putting in sweet cream or heavy whipping cream. Whoo! The most calm ingredient in this whole cocktail is gin. What? Maybe what they're saying is women are so strong. This is women's work. Maybe that's what they're saying. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to start off with our favorite purple cocktail ingredient. This is Creme de Violette. It's disappeared for a while. It is back now, baby. It's back now, baby. So we're good. We have Creme de Violette. If you don't have Creme de Violette, find some Creme de Yvette. But Creme de Violette's way better. So find some Creme de Violette. We're going to make a small version of this cocktail because I think it sounds horrible. You can double whatever you want, but we're going to, this sounds horrible to me. Go ahead and put in 1/6 of some Creme de Violette. I like Creme de Violette. I am oftentimes alone in that belief. I have a lot of colleagues, friends, acquaintances that do not care for Creme de Violette. I can hang out with them, but it's not my favorite thing. Next thing we're putting in here is going to be something that I do not care for. This is Creme de Menthe or Creme de Menthe. This is the white version. They do sell it in the green version. You can see it's white because it just means clear. White just means clear usually. It is a creme de, just means the best of the mint. So this is what this is. This is the best part of the mint, I guess. We're going to be putting in 1/6 of some Creme de Menthe. Still purple. Still purple, baby. All right. Those two already. David Wondrich has discussed, and we've talked about this. David Wondrich once said that Creme de Violette put into any cocktail makes that cocktail taste like hand soap. I don't necessarily agree with him, but I can see where he's going. I think David Wondrich probably swore a lot as a child and had a very strict grandmother. I had a grandmother that we won't get into my grandmother. She was a lot. She was a lot. Scotty, she called me. Next thing we got to put in here is some absinthe, which I always have and have apparently lost. We got nowhere to be. Let me just find my absinthe, guys. It must be back here somewhere. Does anybody see it? You guys are usually eagle-eyed. It usually sits back here, but now it's not. Oh, do I have to take a knee? We're going to take a knee. No, it's not up there. Maybe I have enough in here. Do I have enough in here? We don't need that much. No, that's something else. That's something else. That's squid ink. We don't want squid ink there. Absinthe. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Absinthe! Where are you? I have a gargantuan bottle of absinthe. I didn't do my research before we started this. This can't be interesting. Kyle's my absinthe out there. What have I done with absinthe? Okay. I'm sure I have some up here. 1 second. Let me just find the absinthe. Oh, this is a nightmare. Is this absinthe? Oh, this is absinthe. I found it. What's going on up there? Oh, Elvis has begun to play. Shh. Elvis started playing. Okay. Okay. The absinthe is absinthe. Yes, I love. Yes. Do I have to check my? Yes, I have to check about the inventory list. Okay. We have some absinthe right here. We're going to refill this absinthe. We're going to find more absinthe. We need to put in 1/6 of some anisette or some absinthe. Sounds gross. Okay. If you didn't think that was enough, if you're thinking, oh, this sounds interesting at least. Next thing we need to put in here is some heavy cream. Anytime a cocktail calls for sweet cream, they are normally calling for heavy whipping cream. This is a fresh bottle of heavy whipping cream. I guarantee, I don't think we drink a lot of heavy whipping cream at this bar. I guarantee that I will use just a little bit of it, and the rest of it will unfortunately go bad. I don't know what else to do about it. We need 1/6 of some sweet cream or some heavy whipping cream. Yuck. All right. Normally, when you tell somebody that you're putting gin in their cocktail, a lot of people that aren't deep into cocktail culture or don't really care about it will say, no, please don't do that. Don't put gin in. Can we gin? It tastes like Christmas trees. This is the calmest ingredient we're putting in here. This is the ingredient that is the least offensive to, I think, most palates. This right here, I'm gonna put it on this one. This right here is Martin Miller's gin. This was this is the bottle owned by D.C.W. Clark and Lumberjack, who for some reason is still a mystery to all of us. Not exactly sure who the Lumberjack is, but I love a good mystery. You need 1/3 of some gin. Let's go. I don't know if you guys can even see sort of what's going on here. I think the colored lights are kind of throwing it off. Let me see if I can't turn off this color so you guys can see what color we're dealing with. It's no good. Yeah, it is. It's rough looking. Kind of like a puke purple we got going on here. let's give this one a big fat shake. I have never made this cocktail. Do not know what I don't know like what to expect, but since I don't know what to expect, I'm going to go by normal conventions of cocktail, and we are going to put a lot of ice in here and give it a regular shake. So just back and forth, up and down. Here we go. Remember, with glass, the reason, oh, there, just spilled that down the front of my shirt. Now that is on the internet forever. Okay, just give this a nice shake. Because this is made of glass, it's not going to seal. So we're going to do it kind of nice and easy. Okay, and we'll pour it into a glass up here. Put another one down here. Probably should freeze another glass just in case we decide to get into other cocktails. All right. Here we go. A cocktail like this goes to show that just because somebody is doing good work does not mean that all their work is good. Harry Craddock, I'm sure, had to write this one into his book for whatever reason. Maybe it was incredibly popular at the time. Maybe it was just sort of the, I don't know, like the zeitgeist meant that we're going to find all these crazy liqueurs and throw them into one cocktail and really go at it. But this right here is the cocktail called the Snowball from the Savoy cocktail book. It is spilled right down the front of me. Lots of big flavors. Let's see what we think. It's funny, I don't see Kyle running in here to get this one. He was waiting at the door for like 3 minutes to get the Negroni Sabagliato. He does not seem interested in this one for some strange reason. Another meme cocktail. I do believe that this was Harry Craddock sort of just making fun of all of us. So cheers to you guys. Let's see what we got. Uh, oh boy. That is gross. That is gross. That is disgusting. Oh my God. Okay. Boy, that took me a second. I was like crawling, I was belly crawling through the jungle to get through that one. Let me tell you what's going on with this one, okay? The first thing that you notice is the absinthe. The absinthe really kicks the door down on your teeth, and it's like, screw you, brother, buddy. I'm moving in. I don't care. I got squatters' rights here, is what the absinthe yells at you. And the problem with it is the last thing you feel is the absinthe, because I think it catches a ride on its big bone friend, milk. The milk, the heavy cream, lets this one sort of stick around. Whew. In between, there is a respite, and that respite is the ability to have not only toothpaste but also soap in your mouth. It's kind of like, oh, okay. Let me paint a picture for you what this is like. Your friend offers you some candy. You take it without it. He offers you like jelly beans. You take it without even looking at it, and it turns out it's like the really strong black licorice ones. They like explode in your mouth. And earlier in the day, you had a milkshake. It makes you want to throw the milkshake up. So now you have black licorice and milkshake throw up in your mouth. So you run to the bathroom, you use your toothbrush, and then you put hand soap on it accidentally, and then start brushing your teeth. You still get some of that mint, but the hand soap is what you taste. I am all of a sudden with David Wonderich. Creme de Violette is disgusting in this. This is disgusting. Okay. Maybe it's just the first thing. Would you rather drink motor oil? Yes. I would rather stop a car with, I would rather get rid of all the oil and stop a car just with my hands. This thing is horrible. Oh, God. Oh, it gets worse. Okay, Kyle, I don't want it. Kyle, come get your drink. Shh, nobody tell him. It's horrible. Tiki Tom, it was not your fault. I put that on the list. That is up to me, pal. That is up to me. I don't know. I have a list of people that I would love to interview. And one of them, of course, is Harry Craddock. I would love to know. Come on, Kyle. Come on, Kyle. Kyle's got it. You grab that Negroni Sabagliato out of me. You got to grab this one too. Just go ahead and just get that glove right on you. Yeah, go ahead. Just grab it right. Yeah. Oh yeah, perfect. Don't spill that. That might go right through the bar. So go ahead and take that. And why don't you taste that? Let the people know what you think. If I could, I would love to interview Harry Craddock. I would love to know, first of all, which ones he. Sorry, having a hard time. Here comes the judgment. That is a gahate. That is a big shaking gahate. You don't need to keep that one around. You can just sort of toss that if you want. Nobody's gonna want any more of that. So I did not like it. Kyle hated it. I would love to ask Harry Craddock what the heck he was thinking when he put this whole thing together. Which of these are his? Which of these are the ones that he is most proud of, et cetera, et cetera. But I would also have to get to what the hell is the Snowball, bro? What exactly were you thinking when you threw? Did you need one cocktail to fill up a page and you threw the Snowball? Is horrible. Disgusting. Degrading almost. I almost feel degraded by that cocktail. Okay. I'm reaching back here for some more stuff because we have another cocktail. This is a cocktail. Okay. That was disgusting. Tiki Tom, use all of those ingredients for other things. Do not use it for that cocktail. It was gross. My mouth feels warm right now. I don't like any of this. Okay. That was a meme from a long time ago, the Snowball cocktail. All right. We're gonna do one more. We'll do two more. I will do the hot Mexican hooker because I'm going to give you guys a little piece of information about me that I think is kind of interesting. But before that, we will. Okay, that's good. We will do the. How do we pronounce this? It's the Carajillo. The Carajillo. I've gone to the wrong place. Yes, I got the hiccups from it. The Carajillo. I tried it. I don't hate it. What? My producer, I guess Kyle made Jen taste it. She doesn't hate it. Okay, well, disgusting. Hopefully she will drink it. Otherwise, we're just going to waste it. This next drink, I don't... There goes that whole thing. This next drink, I don't have a whole lot of history on it. It seems like it's a fairly new cocktail, but I may be incredibly wrong because it uses very, very old ingredients. This cocktail seems new, but uses very old ingredients. It's called the Carajillo. It's 2 ingredients, and everybody that I talk to about this, everybody that I've read about with this thing, everybody that has an opinion on this thing, says that if you want an easy way to make the most memey cocktail going right now, the espresso martini, you want an easy way to do it, this is the way to do it. This is a very simple version of the espresso martini, but it is called the Carajillo. And people apparently really digging this one. Every website I went to was like, hey, man, you like the espresso martini? Have you tried the Carajillo? It's the thing. We're going to start over here with some of this. This is Liqueur 43. We all know that my Halloween costume, this one was, I was the Liqueurax, and I speak 43s. This was my costume that I had this year. It is an ancient liqueur. They call it ancient. It's been around for hundreds. I'm sure they'll sell it right here somewhere on the back. Oh, they don't even tell the history of it. It's been around for years and years and years. Hundreds of years probably. It has got tastes of honey and clove and vanilla. Vanilla is a big one. Lots and lots of big flavors in this guy. It is not for everything, but for the times that you do find the times you can find places to use the Liqueur 43, it is the best liquor to use for some of that stuff. Okay, so what we're going to be putting into this is just two ingredients. This is just some espresso. This is in a baby cup. We just made espresso, but it is from a Starbucks cup. We're going to do equal parts. So I'm going to find out exactly how much espresso I have here. We're going to do equal parts of espresso and Liqueur 43. So go ahead and pour in your espresso. It's a little less than 1.5 ounces. So we'll put in a little less than 1.5 ounces of Liqueur 43. And apparently, that's all you need for the Carajillo. We do want to give this a shake with some ice. So let's throw in a bunch of ice. I assume that you can do a hot Carajillo, a Carajillo hotto. God, used to speak Spanish. I lived in Spain I spoke Spanish. How do you say hot in Spanish? It's not hotto. I'm almost positive. I studied Spanish for a long time. My major in college was Spanish theater. I'm blanking on how to say hot. I'm almost positive it's not hotto. So I'm almost positive. Somebody please tell me how to say hot in Spanish. Caliente. There we go. Thanks, Jen. Jen and I have been to Spain. We went to go back and see some of my buddies living in Spain, and I did all the talking while we were there because I spoke Spanish and I could not think of the word hot. And it's not hotto. It is not hotto. Give this a big old shake. It's the fog of being on camera, I think. I just couldn't think of it. Give it a big shake. Here we go. I know that in Italian, hot is caldo. It's kind of odd. Seems like that's cold. They call that, I know the word for this. It didn't stick together. We glued this thing together a while ago and it just broke again. What a show. All right. Let me see if I have one more glass in here. I must, yes. Just the whole thing fell apart. We'll put this in another glass. Kyle, we're gonna need your monkey glue again. See if we can't glue that thing back together, or probably just get rid of it. All right. We're gonna pour this into normally you want a nice frosty glass. We did not have time. Look at that crema. Ooh, baby. That looks like an espresso martini if I have ever seen one in my whole life. That is what that looks like. That is kind of something else. Now, obviously, it can look however you want it to look. Can you do a mocha Carajillo using chocolate 43? What is chocolate 43? And yes, abso-freaking-lutely. I've never even heard of chocolate 43. We got to get our hands on some chocolate 43. That's step one. If we find some of that, we will. But this guy looks exactly like what a espresso martini is. Obviously, if you want to put a couple espresso beans there on top, I should decorate the top. I'm a cocktail show. I should show what cocktails look like. I will put a little nutmeg on top. Why not? Let's bring in nutmeg cam right here. Just gonna shake a little nutmeg right here on one side. There we go. I'm a cocktail show that hates doing garnishes. That is really that's seems like bad news. Seems like it shouldn't succeed. Either way, this right here is the Carajillo. It is the easiest. That's what the internet says. All the memes say that this is the easiest way to make a cocktail that drives bartenders crazy, the espresso martini. Let's see how it does. If it really is easy enough to make it with 2 ingredients, oh, we got ourselves a winner here. Cheers. Oh, smells great. That's amazing. What? What are we even talking about? Oh my God. Okay. Believe me when I say this. I don't personally, the coffee is not my thing. I enjoy coffee a little bit, but it hurts my tummy. I have a sensitive tummy. I was a nervous kid, one of those things. This is the best espresso martini I've ever had. It is it's all like big espressos in there. The Liqueur 43, which is usually kind of a big flavor, it has a lot of those vanillas and whatnot, sort of hides in the back. You can tell that this is an espresso drink more than you can tell than it's like a martini. Like an espresso martini. The martini part is subtle, but I know that it's in there because all those big flavors are there, and it's sort of thins it out and makes it into something. It sort of elevates it. Kind of everybody comes together to play this game, and we're all having a good time. That is awesome. Kyle, oh gosh. Yes, thank you. I was gonna mention the moment I put nutmeg on there, I was like, I wonder if it works in reverse. Usually, when I was right, I'm about to shake, Rich Whiffen shows up, but I knew as I put the nutmeg in, I was like, I know Rich doesn't like this. Kyle, do you want to come taste this? I do feel like it's important to get Kyle's opinion on this one too. Kyle and my producer Jen certainly drink more coffee than I do. So I'd be interested to hear what they have to say about this. Kyle, why don't you give this to us, and then you give us your rating, and then if you could let Jen rate that too. Generate that too. I think that would be good, so we know that it's not just me. What you're looking for is not just obviously a strong cup of coffee, but a kind of an interesting like martini experience. Here comes the rating. It's flying in right here. Oh, we got some shake. That's a glove, and he's already got the jitters. Yeah, he's up and ready to go. Cheers to you, Kyle. All right. Will you bring me a can of tuna and an opener? I did this to myself. That's yeah. So Kyle gloves it. I will see what Jen thinks. Jen is the coffee drinker in the house, so I'll let you know. That is an amazing cocktail. The Carajillo, I believe, should just straight out, replace the martini, the espresso martini. That is a spectacular thing. And Stephanie husband is confirming that chocolate 43 is a thing. I have a mission. I am going to take the One Ring to Mordor, and on the way back, I am going to find some chocolate 43, and we're going to do a chocolate Carajillo, and we're going to do it hotto. Oh, yes, thank you. I don't know what this is for. I'll take it though. Sorry, I needed a can opener. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, never mind. Okay, perfect. This is to put the stuff in. Great. Okay. All right. We're gonna do one quick one very, very quick cocktail, because when I put in what is the worst cocktail, the internet spat something back at me, and I wanted to try it. Normally, when we do drinker or stinker, we do cocktails that are established at least a little bit. This one is just literally the worst part about it. This is called and forgive me for all of this, but it is Mexican. It is tequila. It's called the hot Mexican hooker. We can probably just call it the hot hooker with tequila, but that's where we found it. And for weird reasons, it does ask for tuna juice, the juice from a tuna can. Now, I want to say out loud that I drink the tuna juice. This is something that I never thought I would admit in front of people, but I do think it's important that you guys know that I do not dump the tuna juice. The tuna juice is important to me. I love it. So, the worst part about this cocktail is going to be the tequila for me, because tuna juice I am into. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and put this tuna juice right in here. Look at that. This is real compelling television, I think. This is disgusting. Okay. Love me a good tuna juice. Okay. Apparently we don't, well, we'll see what we got. Kyle's yelling, "Don't do it." We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, Kyle. Don't you tell me what not to do. We're gonna make this cocktail. We're gonna make this one. Screw it. We're gonna make this one in glass. It's a shot. So we're gonna go ahead and put in half an ounce of some tuna juice. What does this show become? I was just having a conversation about how I don't want to become a bartender that does stupid stuff like this, and, and here I am. Is tuna in oil or water? Damn it! I only have tried tuna in Jello. What is tuna in Jello? I have to know what tuna in Jello is. Tuna. This is in water. I do all my tuna in water, and we need 1 part of just. Don't worry about what tequila you're using. Go ahead and put in 1 part of some Blanco tequila. That's the part that makes me want to sort of shiver a little bit. We also need, because it is called the hot hooker, we do need to put in a little bit of hot sauce. We'll be using Cholula today. If you ask my opinion, and I think you just being here are asking my opinion, for cocktails, I believe that Cholula is the best hot sauce to use for cocktails, not for burritos, but for cocktails. Doesn't look great. Put a little stir here. Normally we stir with the other side of the spoon, but it's because we're dealing with kind of small portions. Yeah, I mean, that looks disgusting. And there we have it. This right here, the internet told me that this is one of the worst possible cocktails that I could make. I took that challenge. I am going to try this drink called the Hot Mexican Hooker. Not a great name. They probably should get a little bit more respect if they change it to something different. But it is tuna juice, tequila, and hot sauce. Cheers. Here we go. I had hope. I held out hope. I'm somebody that drinks the juice from the tuna can. I like tuna. I probably have a tuna fish sandwich 3 times a week. I like tuna. Something about tequila and tuna together doesn't do it. And the hot sauce doesn't help. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, that meme drink is dumb. That's a dumb meme drink. Please do not do that drink. Please, can we just, the internet? I'm asking you nicely, the internet. Please stop recommending the hot Mexican hooker. Let's take it off. I thought maybe I could get through it. I cannot. That is disgusting. Okay, meme drinks. We've done them. We've now experienced 4 meme drinks. One of them almost killed me. One of them got dumped down the drain. One of them is, in my opinion, a instant classic. The Carajillo, I feel like that's an instant classic. That is, if you learn anything from this class, the Carajillo is worth making. 2 ingredients to make the best version of a espresso martini I've ever had. And obviously, please don't feel afraid or embarrassed to order a cocktail called the Negroni Sabagliato. Everybody knows how to make it now, and it's delicious. Do feel incredibly embarrassed when your friend goes up to the bar and comes back and says, "Don't worry, dude, I got it. I got us 4 hot Mexican hooker shots." You'd feel embarrassed and leave that friend behind. That's what we got for you. We have made our drinks. We have memed right out with 1,969 followers. We're a little higher than that now, but when we started this. And on 420, the most memeiest of days, we have done it. Would I rather drink transmission fluid? Yes. This seems like to turn out to become a stinky cocktail episode. Let me be honest. 2 of them were great. 2 of them were 2 of the worst drinks we've ever had in our life. And that, I think, if I can sum it up, but if I can do a little morality, they call this in storytelling, they call this the denouement, right? After we've got through the main bit of the story, then we do like the lesson. That's the denouement. It's like the like, and everybody lived happily ever after. That's the denouement. The internet is very much like that. The internet absolutely gives us great things. It has put the whole of human knowledge in each of our pockets. Literally, we no longer have to wonder what we know and what we don't know. The problem with that is of course, there's some horrible things out there, and the internet has also given us those. We now know that in order to make a great espresso martini, you can just do 2 ingredients, liquor 43 and some espresso. The Carajillo is delicious. We also know that just because it's salty and tequila likes salty things, do not mix tequila and tuna juice. Don't do it. All right? It's possible, but it is not good. That's what I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and comment on all of these things. We will try and do more meme cocktails. If you guys have any cocktails that you would like to see me do, you have a cocktail ingredient that you want me to try out, please send it to me. I love to do what you guys are up to. This is your bar as much as it is my bar. So if you guys have anything else that you want to see, please send it in to me. But don't send it in to me until you've liked, subscribed, shared, and commented on some of these videos. That is what I got. Remember, guys, these classes will always remain free. But if you can, best thing you can do but if you can help out the channel by, of course, joining my Patreon. That is how you get your name on the bottle, like we saw DCW Clark had tonight. Who else did we see tonight? I think there was just DC's tonight, but we have lots of great names on bottles back here. Join the Patreon. At certain levels, you get your names on bottles. If you can't do that, I also have a Venmo and a PayPal. That is good. Rich Rippin is calling for me to try the cement mixer. Okay. Gross. That sounds horrible. All right. Well, Rich will do it. If you can help out that way, that's a great way to do it. If you can't help out that way, another great way to help out is to share my videos. If you know somebody that might like a goofball that knows a lot about cocktails and talks a lot, hey, I'm exactly that. Find a way to share it with them. Tell them about the bar and bring them in the bar. And if you can't do that, the best thing you can do is show up. I do classes Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays here at Dr. Push's Exotic Drinks. Start at 6 p.m. California time, and we do all kinds of fun stuff. Just a programming note for next week. We will be doing a class on Tuesday, and then I will be having drinks with people like Bonbon, with people like Dougie and Lulu on this next Thursday. I will see what the policy is for a live stream from the Undertow where we will be. I will see what that possibility is because I would like you guys to see. But if we can't do one on Thursday, know that we will have a blowout bonanza from Tiki Oasis on Saturday. Saturday will be a very fun show. We will be introduced to a bunch of fun new people, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We're not going to do a shot tonight because we went long, and I can't possibly put another thing into my belly. You guys are the greatest, though. I'm going to go throw up some tequila and the rest of it. Bonbon is very excited. Of course, we all are. Yippee, Yippee says Bonbon. Yes, so if I'm not here, if we're unable to be here Thursday, know that I'm hanging out with some of you. We will try and go live if we can, but we will definitely be going live from the Greens hotel room. Apparently, they have given me permission to go live from their hotel room at Tiki Oasis. So that's what we got. You guys are the greatest. Please watch all of these patrons as they fly by on your screen. You guys are the best. We went way long, but until next time, as Paul always says, arrivederci. You know why he says that? Because, of course,
this is the way we talk in Tucson, Arizona.
It's the way they talk in Tucson, Arizona. No, we're not heading to Tucson, Arizona. We are instead heading to Scottsdale, Arizona. So until Tiki Tuesday, I will say it a little quicker.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Nope, wrong button. I will say
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
That's all I am. Just a regular human bartender.
I didn't start the thing fast enough, so we're going to try this one more time.
Yeah! Wow.
Oh, shots fired. Oh!
Okay.
Give me your biggest, strongest, cheapest drink.
Okay.
Please save your questions until I'm through.
I'm in danger.
No, 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 no.
We don't know.
No.
We don't
No.
I
No.
I
No. Sure, why not? I don't know. Sure, why not? I don't. No. Sure, why not? I don't. No.
Okay.
Goodbye.